I think one thing that you utilize well is subplots. I mean, I'm known as a subplot guy, but one thing you can really get through with doing a contained thriller or horror film, or even sci-fi, is working in those subplots to really keep it fresh. So that way, you're not just trying to pull out 90 pages of a main plot, which is just going to be exhausting for anybody watching.
Yeah, well, I discovered like these little mini plots, what have you. They're great for being able to get in and out quickly and keep
Yeah.
the audience guessing. And a lot of times I've used the analogy of like screenwriting at this level is kind of like those back when I was a kid, I used to go to like an arcade and you put like quarters in
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
and you had a certain time limit, right? And if your
Right.
race car didn't or you didn't win enough rounds or whatever, you were done. So like I think of it as like a time limit. Once you start playing that game, second the clock starts going, you really have to keep introducing new
Yeah.
things and themes to keep your audience really kind of in tune. And especially if you're working with a no-name actor,
Right.
something, because people will tune out quickly if nothing's happening. You could take the same movie as, let's say, Inception and shoot it with a bunch of no-name actors, and you may lose interest
Yeah.
faster than you would watching like Leonardo.
I mean, it's fascinating. I mean, that's intelligent filmmaking right there. So you've got, you're keeping the audience hooked by switching it out, introducing subplots. And from what my research has shown is people have a 3-minute attention span. So you're already moving on to the next scene. You're moving into a different plot. You're revealing a new character. And it's like whatever you can do to keep it moving and keeping it fresh within this contained set, which I think is great. One little trope I found in this genre is the weird character. I'm noticing it more and more. So it's like this odd character. They're weird or strange. Maybe they're a creature, maybe not. And I'm really noticing that. I was just wondering if this is something that you're doing intentionally, or if you've noticed this trope as well.
Well, we obviously did it with Abigail, and
Yeah,
I
the old
think,
lady. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
the
right.
old lady,
Yeah.
yeah, she was the weird one. I think it's you need to, well, especially when you're working in the horror genre, you need some type of tension release. If everything is so intense and you're watching a movie that's a pressure cooker, I think a lot of people will burn out of it. I mean, it
Yeah.
makes it almost too stressful. So I think having periodic moments of decompression with a
Yeah.
character that can be quote unquote the weirdo or something abstract or even kind of comic relief
Yep.
is highly beneficial for that. Otherwise, I think you're taking yourself too seriously, and I think
Yeah.
that's why these genres or this type of genre has these types of characters within it.
I think you're right. I think that comic relief or like you said, tension release is important, and that's something that I definitely work in to my scripts. You never want to have a script that's even keel. If you have a script that is just kind of flat in the same tone the entire time, you will lose everybody, and it's dangerous. You definitely want to have the kind of the peaks and the valleys going on.